jerseys laying on top of Peyton Manning. And it's just push to Powell. Again, it's a blitz. Bringing a little pressure.
That was an 8-yard sack. You can see the sacks have been mounting here in this stretch of games without Marvin Harrison, and with the Hugo out for 5 games, Deem out today. 2nd and 18. Give it to a die. And that's a nice piece of running. We're about 11. Ryan Lilja helping open that left side. People wonder, Phil, okay, we know Marvin Harrison, Hall of Fame career. What's the difference? What does it do for Peyton statistically?
Well, look at the numbers, and I believe these numbers, because when Marvin Harrison's out there with Reggie Wayne and Dallas Clark, you're afraid to blitz. You play a different style. You can't come after Peyton Manning. He gets more time. It all adds up to being a better offense, of course.
The die gives them a chance here on 3rd down, the 11-yard run. Sideline, and was there early contact? There is a flag coming in. Rashean Mathis trying to defend Gonzalez, and the hit was early.
Pass interference, defense, number 27. Automatic first down.
It's a 4th penalty already on the Jaguars.
On the outside, one-on-one, another blitz by this Jacksonville defense. Rashean Mathis sees it, and what they're calling there is the turn. He took his left arm and turned Anthony Gonzalez. It had nothing to do with the play. It was a bad call against Rashean Mathis.
Devin Aramashodu is lined up to the right side. He does not have a catch, just recently brought up for this reworked receiving corps for Indianapolis, number 80. They're going to run to the left side, Reggie Wayne's side, and he gets bounced around just back to the line of scrimmage. Durant, the first to hit him.
You know, Jim, just going back to that pass interference, and after the football went over the receiver, he was well covered. That's when he turned him. He did not turn him before the football arrived. So that's why it should not have been a penalty. I kind of had to go over it again because I saw it so much in college football yesterday when it shouldn't have been a penalty. Had to get it off my chest.
You feel better now?
Yeah, I do. I feel a lot better.
2nd down and 10. Peyton, that was in the area of Aramashodu, and Spicer was bringing in some heat on Peyton. So this was not, in your mind, interference.
Well, here's why I say it. We'll clarify it one more time. I'm sure I'll get called from the officials to say I was wrong this week. But Rashean Mathis on the outside. Watch his left arm. Football goes over the top. Then he pulls the receiver. Look how much longer it was after the football went over him. That's why I say it wasn't a penalty.
Well, it's 3rd down and 10 as the Jags try to buckle down here, this defense. Gonzalez back onto the field. Manning, pump fake, going underneath. UTEP. And they'll spot him for the first down. Picks up 11.
Yeah, it was interesting just watching Peyton Manning on that, waiting for the receiver to come open. Very good protection. But he does get antsy. Why? Because he knows I'm getting pushed and getting hit almost every single throw.
Jack Del Rio is out on the field now, backpedaling. Did not like the spot. Thought he was short of the first. Now he's not challenged it.
Well, you can challenge the spot of the ball. Let's look and see. Once his knees go down, the football would be short of the.
Now he's going to challenge it.
Boy, that's tough.
He's reaching in, and there he goes.
My experience tells me when you challenge the spot of the football, it's got to be very clear and decisive. I think he'll have a hard time winning this one.
Well, the hardest thing is
Jacksonville is challenged that the runner was short of the line to gain. Timeout.
is you really need the perfect down the line view. You don't have 100 cameras out there down on every yard line to get the exact spot, but they're going to challenge it. We'll be right back.
Yes, it's a glove. It's a baseball glove.
For Wilson gloves and much, much more, visit NASN.com, your home for North American sports merchandise.
The greetings are different. The need to feel welcome is the same. You don't just stay here. You belong.
Hi there, folks. I'm Tim McCarver, thanking you for watching my show exclusively here on NASN, Europe's leading channel for North American sports. Join me each week as I conduct in-depth interviews with the biggest stars from the world of sports, whether you enjoy football, baseball, basketball, hockey, you name it. Check out NASN.com for the latest schedules and guest lists, and we'll see you right here on Chevrolet's Tim McCarver Show on NASN.
Right in front of Jack Del Rio. You see Jack Del Rio. Here he is. Oh, I missed it. A little slow today.
But again, is it enough evidence to overturn it?
My answer would be no.
That one right there, again, you're not dead on the line, but, you know, from this.
He would need for the football to be, Jim, to be marked back 2 good feet.
Look at Del Rio.
There he is. He's watching it right. It's happening in front of him. He goes, oh, come on. He reached out with the football once his knee was on the ground. Terrible spot. And I can see why he would do it. And I tell you what, not a bad challenge either. Because I think this is a big spot in the game. I could read his lips there.
They marked the football actually just a fraction inside of the 42, and you know, they definitely gave him a little bit of advantage on the spot.
I'd say a foot.
The nose of the ball on the 42-yard line, and we'll remeasure.
So they are going to move it back.
So
even though, Jim, even though they're going to remark it, Jack Del Rio does not win this challenge unless it stops the first down.
now the nose of the football was on the other side of the 42. That's where they had spotted it. It's where the ball is right now. They're going to inch this thing back a little more than a football length. See the football here? You're going to move it to the same kind of spacing on the other side of that 42, then measure. Then Del Rio's going to come out to assist. Move that ball back. They haven't done it yet. That's his point. You guys said you're going to move it.
Well, ex-pro player, baseball player in college. I'd say Jack Del Rio. Of course, we know he's competitive.
All right. Interesting if they were short, you know, would the Colts go for it? Now they've got it. Got it by 3 or 4 inches, even with the remark.
Move the ball. And Jacksonville is charged with their first timeout.
So you got to realize when you challenge the spot of the ball, when it goes with the first down, even though they change the spot, if it doesn't stop the downs, you will lose the timeout. And Jack Del Rio was just informed of that.
Yeah, he didn't. He evidently didn't realize it. You know, you win the argument about it being a missed spot, but you don't get the first down. Alas, you lose the timeout. Now, did this slow down a little the momentum that the Colts were starting to build? They've got Kenton Keith in the backfield on first down from the Jaguars 42. He gets the handle, and he was surrounded by both Darrell Smith and looked like maybe Derek Landry for an immediate 6-yard loss.
Well, it's the first time we've done the Jacksonville Jaguars in quite a few years. So as you sit here and you get to look at them with your eye, Jim Nantz, what does it tell you?
Well, you know, everything that you've always seen from afar, just how physical this team is, how big they are.
Big, physical, I don't want to say they're simple. They are diverse enough to create negative plays for you, but they're just about being big, physical, and tough.
2nd and 16. And that's UTEP with another grab. Ball came out at the end. And it is Jacksonville recovery. That's Terry Cousin with the fumble recovery. It was knocked out by Justin Durant. Now any chance UTEP was down?
That's close too, but it's definitely a reception.
And it's going to be challenged, I believe.
Oh, it's really very, very close as the football was coming out as he's going to the ground. The hit, and it's out. Well, I'm really emphatic on my calls today on this.
And now Jacksonville scurrying to the line. Crowd encouraging Dungy to throw the challenge flag, and he has. I'm not so sure. You're certain, I'm not, that knee wasn't down first.
I always leave room to wiggle.
I didn't hear any wiggle room now.
Oh, okay. Well, I reserve the right to wiggle.
Indianapolis is challenged that the receiver was down by contact.
Boy, has been a first quarter of challenges in so many ways.
I'll trade you a Red Sox home jersey and a Rangers t-shirt for that Pirates jacket.
No way. I want that Cardinals hoodie and that Braves away uniform and an item to be named later.
You drive a hard bargain. Majestic Athletic, the official uniform supplier for all 30 Major League Baseball teams. Available now all over Europe at NASN.com.
Be your knee. It can be any part of the lower leg.
The shin.
Yeah, the shin. That's where a lot of times we all focus, when the knee is down, but it's not. When you roll down like UTEP did that time, it's where the shin hits the ground. Look at it one more time.
And that certainly looks to be a fumble. UTEP with 3 catches, and 2 of those 3 catches have resulted in challenges. At what point do you tell me to stop it? Is he down right there?
He's down, ball's out already though.
Okay.
It was ruled a fumble on the field, which it's supposed to be. You know, that's the one thing that we hear from the officials every year. Mike Pereira says, let the play go, and then figure it out once it's over. So give the players, give it longer, so there will be more fumbles, more fumble recoveries.
Well, they ruled it an incomplete pass.
3rd and 48. Please set the game clock to 1 minute, 27 seconds.
It wasn't a fumble
1:27.
issue. McCauley rules it an incompletion.
Well, which you can do. You know, that was the first thing I looked at, and I said, no, he caught it, 2 hands. Okay, does he have possession of the ball? 2 feet are on the ground. Okay.
So Dundry now 2 for 2 in challenges in this first quarter. So the incompletion takes it back to the 48-yard line. We're sitting thinking it's a fumble issue.
Well, no, I'm still trying to figure out how it's an incompletion, because to me, it looked like he had possession, going to the ground, 2 feet on the ground.
3rd and 16. The Colts cash in on that winning challenge. They do. Reggie Wayne with the touchdown. "48 yards. Manning to Wayne.
Tremendous job by Peyton Manning, stepping up in the pocket. And it's Dallas Clark going up the middle of the field that makes the safety stay there, and it allows Reggie Wayne just to get a little more room behind Brian Williams and catch the touchdown.
What a pass. What a perfect pass by Peyton. It was a laser exactly to the inch where it had to be. 14-0.
Jim, let me show you why it's a touchdown. Dallas Clark is going to go down the field, occupy the safety. Reggie Wayne, the corner. Williams thinks he might have help. He breaks it into the inside, and Peyton Manning's moving in the pocket, which we always talk about, and you said it. It is a laser. It is perfect, and it's on target. Watch Reggie Wayne, arms down, last second, reach out, catch it in stride. And Peyton Manning, let's see if he gets excited. Yeah, you know why he's excited? Because it's tough, it's hard. And you look at this game, he has 2 touchdown passes, and it seems like he's hit the ground every time he's thrown the football.
Well, you can see Reggie Wayne in the last 9 games hadn't found the end zone. Reggie Wayne, who will be attending the funeral tomorrow, Sean Taylor, his longtime friend. Garrard and Jacksonville, 14 down on the road. And I was just looking through all of the information that you're provided during the week. Craig Kelly from the Colts had one hidden little nugget about Tony Dungy when his teams established a 14-point lead in his career, coaching career. He is 69-1 with a 14-point lead or larger. He's got that 14-point lead here in the first quarter. And that's Jones-Drew galloping out to the 26. Michael Coe on the tackle. And Thursday on Survivor, only 3 episodes remain. It's anyone's game. Don't miss the season's most extreme immunity challenge. It's an all-new Survivor China, and it's Thursday at 8/7 Central on CBS. It was a flag on the kick and a call against the return team of Jacksonville, a holding call. Make matters worse for the Jags. Now here's the UTEC overturn.
So, Jim, the word we hear is that he did not have complete control of the football as he was going to the ground. And that's why it was ruled an incomplete pass. That was a huge play.
A huge challenge.
Yeah, huge challenge.
And one play later, the touchdown. And the Colts are raising some serious noise and action around here with Bob Sanders setting them back 3 yards. Red Taylor, no chance with that run.
Jacksonville today decided they were going to let certain members of the defense go unblocked just to make sure they got a guy to block Bob Sanders. That's hard to do because you never know where he's going to line up, and he's so fast, even when you want to block him, you might miss him.
2nd down and 13. Pass over to Wilford, and they give him the catch at the 19. Picks up only 6. Final half minute of the first quarter.
Well, if you're the Jacksonville Jaguars, what you're trying to do on both sides of the ball, you just want the game to settle down. To get the crowd out of it and get, if you're the offense, to get the defense, get them out of the thought that they're just trying to make a big play against you.
Need to get to the 26 for a first. And they will not snap it in time. That closes out the quarter, 14-0. And you're watching the NFL on CBS.
I'm shooting the bold and the beautiful NFL jerseys from Reebok. Now, stick out that chest.
For Reebok official NFL jerseys and more, visit NASN.com.
I was an offensive lineman for 4 years. I no longer wear pads, but I still carry a lot of weight on my shoulders.
There are over 380,000 NCAA student athletes, and just about all of them will be going pro in something other than sports.
Two Peyton Manning touchdown passes in that first quarter. Jim Nantz, Phil Simms here at the RCA Dome, Indianapolis. Trying to sort out things in the AFC South Division today with two of the AFC's best. 3rd and 7, Garrard to Wilford for a first down. Goes for 11 yards.
That's what you do. You want to make it simple. You know you have single coverage on the outside, so David Garrard, why mess with the middle where there's guys sometimes you can't see? Get a first down, settle the crowd down, and more importantly, just give yourself some confidence, because this Jaguars team, they like to run it, of course. Everybody knows it. But when they throw it, they try to go up the field to create big plays, and I think that's what they're going to try to do right here.
Jones-Drew lined up here at the bottom of your screen as a receiver. On 1st and 10. Garrard goes underneath. And that's Greg Jones, tripped up by Marlon Jackson. Gains 4.
Well, when I saw Maurice Jones-Drew go outside and try to widen the defense, what they're trying to do is create space so they can throw it vertically inside and get big plays. But a good decision by David Garrard. Don't even think about it. Nobody's open. Get rid of it quick. And when you catch the football against this Colts defense, hey, you're going to get hit by multiple defenders.
They have Taiwan Hagler on the field. He's been out for a while, 4 games with a pinched nerve in his neck. And 2nd and 6, cutting back again. That's Taylor. Momentarily running into his left guard, Moreeeee. But it's a gain of 3, 3rd and short, 3rd and about 3, in fact, on the way.
How about when we were talking to Maurice Jones-Drew last night, and he says, oh, this Colts defense, and he goes, they're so fast. He goes, it makes every other game we play, it's great because it slows down tremendously when you play other teams. And I said, really, are they that fast? And he couldn't say it enough. What a difference it is against Indianapolis than the rest of the league.
And Ron Meek's defense will try to make the play here on 3rd and 3. Garrard will run for it, and he's able to get it.
Yeah, he got it, but boy, do you pay a price.
Yeah, he got it in a lot of different directions.
Man, David Garrard is a big quarterback. I'd say, I'm just guessing, I'd say at least 240, and doesn't run around, always runs with a purpose. Tries to pick up first downs. Quarterback draw this time. 1, 2, and then that last guy, they hold you up. That's what happens when you play the Colts. The first guy grabs you, then everybody else just comes in, hits you, and they try to take the football away from me.
So they picked up a couple of first downs, trying to settle into this one after big struggles early. Jones-Drew, Bob Sanders riding him out to the 50, a gain of 9.
How about Bob Sanders on this play? If he's not there, Maurice Jones-Drew, it might be to the house. That's the first time I've ever said that phrase. I hate it. He might have scored a touchdown. And Bob Sanders, I said this to somebody earlier today. I said, you know, he's like Bill Russell. Sometimes you don't have to be a good defender on the outside. Let your guy go around you, and he swats the basketball away. Well, that's what Bob Sanders does sometimes in a run game for the Colts. They break down, but he's there to protect them and make the tackle.
Right at the 50, second and less than a yard. And Jones-Drew powering ahead to the 45 and another first.
I'll tell you, Maurice Jones-Drew, he's angry. That's all. What else? Of course, he was a lot of fun to talk to, but he is absolutely into delivering the blow. Gets down, of course, he's 5'7", powerful. He can get down lower than probably just about anybody that plays defense in the NFL.
He's a little angry about his Bruins losing to USC last night. Came into our meeting and he was fixated on that one. Had a little, I don't know, some sort of a little wager there with his head coach, a USC man, Mr. Del Rio. And Taylor just slipped. Look at him go now. Dawson able to tackle him, but it gains 5 when it looked like it would lose yardage.
Well, that's a testament, or shows you Mercedes Lewis, the tight end, good block. Meester getting a good block. Nobody was there to take advantage of the fact that Fred Taylor slipped and fell.
Jacksonville with 72 yards rushing in this game.
They're running the ball about as well as I've seen anybody run the ball against this defense this year.
This is the 10th play of the drive. And on the bootleg, Gerard. And that picks up good yardage with Ernest Wilford. Actually picks up 8. That's good enough for the first.
Look at the separation. Nobody in the picture of Wilford wide because Jacksonville running it. Everybody crashing the line of scrimmage. And Kelvin Hayden, boy, oh boy, you highlight hits.
We've had a couple of somersaults already on this one drive. Greg Jones, Ernest Wilford, but a first down. Wilford has 3 catches on this series alone. Gerard throws, beautiful pass. And it's a first down at the 17.
Beautiful.
Mercedes Lewis.
Beautiful is right. Again, good timing. Dirk Cutter, offensive coordinator. Keep him off balance. Goes with another pass. Pressures on David Gerard, but he moves up on the run, makes a good throw. He throws the ball on the run very well. Look at that. Nobody even running with the tight end. Bob Sanders fooled by the play action fake.
So Lewis, a former John Mackey Award winner at UCLA, to the best tight end in college football. Dallas Clark won that award when he was at Iowa. Sets him up inside the 20. And that's the backup, just recently added this week. And Gulo with the catch, his second of the game. You know, oddity, there are 2 backup tight ends last week. Reister with an ACL, Estandia with a shoulder. Both had to go on IR after injuries in the Buffalo game.
Yes, you know, both these teams have that in common. They've had a lot of injuries this year, and they have fought through them. Tells you about the depth of their team. Tells you a lot about everything. But you've got to, that's adversity that you're going to face in the NFL. You're going to have to overcome some injuries to key players.
Jones-Drew. And trying to chug along near that first down. It'll be 3rd and 1 coming up.
How about when David Gerard, he gets hurt in the first game against the Indianapolis Colts, and Jack Del Rio said, yeah, you got to do what it takes to win the game. We go down and play Tampa Bay, and we run it 14 straight times. And what the reporter said, but coach, you got to you know, show some balance. He goes, we were balanced. We ran it 7 times right and 7 times left. So.
Gerard, with that ankle injury in that game against Indy, missed 3 games. The first games he's missed in his 21-year playing career, going back playing as a young kid in New Jersey. What a drive they put together. The 14th play, it's a big one. 3rd and 1. Jones-Drew has the first. Gary Brackett lost a helmet. But 1st and goal to go. Right behind Greg Jones.
Well, Greg Jones, Maurice Williams, Tony Pashas, the right tackle. I'm not even going to say it. It's redundant. When you just say Jacksonville player, just go, well, they're big. And they push the pile. And Jones-Drew, what did he say? I know situations. That's how I play the game. If it's 3rd and short, I'm going to get the first down and get the tough yard.
They have held the football for 10 minutes on this drive. 1st and goal to go, and it's Greg Jones. What a hit by Bob Sanders. Just pushes the fullback in the other direction.
Well, Bob Sanders, a lot like Maurice Jones-Drew. How are you going to get lower than him? Oh, boy, and I tell you, that's, even though Bob Sanders about 5'9", he even gets down low and comes up and makes a tremendous hit. Stops Jones from falling forward. Probably would have got inside the 1-yard line. Instead, they're on the 2.
I thought he had a chance to score. Sanders put a stop to that. Still at 2nd and goal for the Jags. Jones-Drew is in for a Jacksonville touchdown.
What a drive.
He is now in 4 games, 4 career games against the Colts. Jones-Drew has scored in all 4 of them.
What makes all these runs? Khalif Barnes, nice job kicking out. Look at that blocking up front. Manawai, left guard, doing a good job. But the Colts were playing run defense almost every down the drive. So when you can line up and run against a team that's what they're trying to stop, that's impressive.
Saw Greg Jones kind of shield, if you will, Bob Sanders. They had just tangled on the play before. It's an 11-minute, 10-second drive. One they had to have, gets them right back in it.
This season in Denver, a new era begins under center. With Jay Cutler firmly established as the quarterback of the future, the Broncos know a return to the postseason is well within reach. In 5 starts last season, Cutler displayed the toughness, smarts, and savvy that made him a first-round pick in 2006. In a city where the legend of John Elway looms large, Cutler stands ready to create a legacy of his own and restore Super Bowl glory to Denver.
XGames.com is the year-round online destination for action sports from around the world. We've got the latest vids, bios, photo galleries, and news 24/7, 365. Moto, BMX, skate, rally, surf, and the exclusive home of the X Games. If it happened in the world of action sports, it'll be on XGames.com. Bookmark it and log on early and often. Anytime, any place. XGames.com.
Spend your holidays with us right here on NASN. The NFL regular season comes to an end with the league's top teams vying for playoff berths.
Pass into the end zone and is caught for the touchdown.
We've got 15 bowl games leading to every BCS game live in January.
Touchdown.